what if I told you that while the world was waiting quietly, something historic was happening behind the scenes? Not with a Hollywood blockbuster, not with an English pop star, but with a Korean language album sung straight from the heart. And today, it has just shattered records no one thought possible. BTS's Jimin has done it again. His second solo album, MUSE, has officially crossed 3.2 billion streams on Spotify, the world's biggest music platform. But here's the jaw-dropping part. It did it in only 393 days. That's barely over a year. No other Korean language album in history has ever done it this fast. Think about it. Billions of plays, billions of people pressing repeat, billions of moments where listeners across the globe felt something powerful in their hearts, all from one album. When Jimin released MUSE on July 19, 2024, no one knew just how far it would go. But fans believed in him. And now, their belief has turned into numbers so massive that the entire industry is taking notice. To put it simply, MUSE isn't just an album anymore. It's a movement. The songs that built the legacy. At the center is Who, the title track that has become more than just a hit. It's a phenomenon. Even while Jimin was away serving in the military, the song kept soaring. It held its place on the Billboard Hot 100 for 33 consecutive weeks. That's nearly 8 months of non-stop charting, without a single performance or promotion. Today, Who is approaching 2 billion streams, an almost mythical milestone. But it's not alone. Closer than this, 292 million streams, a heartfelt message of love before his enlistment. Be Mine, 269 million, overflowing with intimacy. Smeraldo Garden Marching Band, 236 million, playful and poetic. Even the instrumentals shine. Slow Dance has 113 million, Reverse 100 million, and Interlude, Showtime is already at 91 million. Every track on the album is on the cusp of hitting 100 million streams, something almost no artist achieves across a whole album. Still charting strong, right now, more than a year later, Who is still sitting at number 111 on the Billboard Global 200 and number 77 on the Global Excl. US chart, holding steady for 55 straight weeks. That's proof this isn't hype, it's staying power. Why MUSE is special. MUSE is vulnerability turned into strength, silence transformed into sound, distance bridged through emotion. Jimin didn't just release songs, he released himself, and that's why the album continues to grow. It connects deeply, no matter the listener's language or background. Jimin has always been called the soul of BTS. With MUSE, he's showing he can also be the soul of a generation of music. 3.2 billion streams isn't just a number. It's the echo of millions of hearts, still pressing play, still finding comfort, still believing in his voice. And if this is what MUSE looks like after its first year, just imagine where it will be 5 years from now. This isn't just history being written. This is history being sung.